Hello, HistoryWes here, back on the Manacraft server, and I'm here to give Starmine some more diamonds because he lost all of his in the lava. He's got his iron armor back on, as you can see. I'm over here. Okay, here's 12 diamonds. That's enough for a chest plate, a pick, and a sword. So that should get you set up for a while. He says, "Thanks, mate. Might be a while before you can enchant them because he lost all of his levels in the lava. And I don't have all that much experience right now either. I'm only at level 10. We just passed the armor stands there that I set up to give any new players some free iron armor. Hopefully soon I'll be rich enough that I can provide people with some diamond armor. Of course, they've got to stop trying to swim in lava. Here we are moving back through our nether. We are only playing on can I come and grind at your base? I guess so. Sure. We're playing, as I was saying, at the normal level of difficulty, so the nether is not overly dangerous. I mean, there's always the danger of lava, but I've only seen a couple of ghasts, and I was able to kill them fairly easily. And we are still in 1.15.2, so we don't have to worry about piglins and hoglins and anything like that. I think I've only seen one magma cube, which I killed, so I have like one magma cream back in the base. Anyway, he was digging up, which is never a good idea. Well, he was trying to raise the level of this hallway. I don't know why. All things being equal, I prefer it too high. That way you don't run into any Endermen while you're going through your hallway, and you don't have to worry about lighting it up. You still have pigmen spawn, or zombified piglins, as I'm starting to try to call them all the time, but they don't cause you any problems, really. Unless you try to pat them on the back or hug them. Okay, so it's not overly long distance. We make the corner. Eventually I am going to start making a hallway here, but I've got so much work on my base that I want to get done. And so that'll have to wait. Alright, here we are back at our portal. This too is going to have to get moved. I'm going to have to move it, I think, further on the direction we were just traveling, so that I will be on the other side of our big welcome sign that we'll have set up there. Alright, toss some of that in the smelter. Eventually I'll make a super smelter, but this seems to be doing really well for me at the moment, so not in too much of a hurry on that. There's my magma cream, my one magma cream. Alright, we're going to get some dirt here, do some landscaping. Actually, what we are doing is truly terraforming. You hear a lot of people say they are terraforming in Minecraft. Well, what they're doing is just landscaping. We're actually taking basically a foreign land, and we're going to have to convert it. I'll just toss these down here for now. It's going to be a while before we can get our system actually where we're sorting, but we've got our items laid out. As you can see, there's a space for polished versions of andesite, diorite, and granite. Oh, there he is. He has arrived. He's made his chest plate already. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just take the opportunity to get some of this cleaned up, because honestly I can't find anything. Anything that I have a chest for already, I'll just take it down there and put it away. There we got some polished diorite, some polished granite, and some polished andesite. Now we've got our things to go in those empty slots there in our sorting system, our future sorting system. And Starmine is digging holes in my room here. Down here is the mine. There you go. Now I'm kind of like thrown off. Okay. Dirt. The problem with having somebody dig in your mine is that anything that they take out is something that you would have eventually gotten yourself. And so it's like taking supplies away from you. I mean, yeah, yes, they are mining it themselves, but it's in your area. And eventually I'm going to mine out the whole level down there. Level 11, diamond level. But, you know, he's had a rough time. Lava and all. Okay. Let's see. Let's make ourselves some stone blocks here. And yeah, no, he didn't fill in his hole, so let's fill in the hole here. Eventually we're going to make a mix of stone and stone bricks, you know, so that if we got aesthetic, we'll get rid of all the dirt and diorite and other stuff that's hanging around. Pigman, he says. Yeah, they pop into the through the portal occasionally. Sometimes they come through. That's an easy source of experience right there. You can kill them. You don't have to worry about angering other pigmen because there aren't any other pigmen in this dimension. Now I haven't decided how far I'm going in the direction I've just been digging. But it's going to be farther than I've got now. I've already measured out how wide the room is going to be. That is set. It's just the length in the north-south direction. All right. harvest some wheat here. Need to build up our cow supply. Get some leather for our item frames for use in our storage area. Minecraft rule, always replant what you harvest. Take care of your environment, it will take care of you. And Starmine is harvesting some there too. Yeah, you can feed the sheep and get experience that way. And the chicks too. There are so many ways to get experience in Minecraft. Killing mobs, breeding mobs, digging redstone, coal, and probably the fastest way is digging nether quartz. Well, if you have a mob farm, that's faster, but I mean, AFK fishing, you also get some experience. So I've already got 2 levels on our farm here, 3 levels on our farm. We've got potatoes in the bottom, then carrots, and then beetroot. And so this will be the final level, and it's going to be wheat. But I need a hoe. I never remember these little details, so I end up going back and forth to my supplies repeatedly, and that's not overly efficient. Okay, Starmine's getting some enchanting done. You can also get experience from your furnaces too. I want to make sure that these have plenty of fuel in them. I'm burning the extra fishing poles and bows that I get from the AFK fish farm, and I want to burn those first before I burn my coal. And we've got plenty of stuff coming through. Okay. What's Starmine up to, I wonder? These are the books that we fished up. None of them particularly great, although I got a couple of efficiency books. The ones I've got in my villager trading area are going to be much better. I'm only keeping the really good trades. Got mending, got efficiency 4. We've got I've only ever seen one villager trading efficiency 5, but there is such a thing. But he does not know how the AFK farm works. You don't stand in the water, and you don't use a sword. You need a fishing pole. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. I guess I'll get some more stuff sorted here. Did you ever have somebody come over and, like, live on your couch for a while? I mean, no matter how much you like that person, it just kind of throws off your routine. Yeah, in real life, I'm never going to have anybody living on my couch ever again. Okay. And we've got our grass blocks here, which are handy to have because I'm going to need them on this mushroom island. And now that I've got a silk touch shovel, which I call my spade to differentiate it from my shovel. And okay, he's just running around. What's up? Things, he says. I don't like it when things are up. Things shouldn't be up. Things should be down, and I should be down with things. Okay, well, you do what you got to do, right? Okay. Some more coal. I'm really missing my storage system from Family Quest. I need to get building one of those. Yeah, now I'm running around like I don't know what I'm doing. Didn't I originally come down here for a hoe? Okay, make a couple more chests. I kind of want to make a temp house here for easy access. Okay. You know, like grinding for supplies here isn't any different than grinding back at the community area, except that you have access to the enchanting table here and the traders. Maybe he's afraid to like make the trip back and forth through the nether, having died recently. I guess I can understand that. Get some diorite here. I've got some ideas for some building designs that I want to incorporate diorite along with mushroom blocks. I think it'll look pretty good. Here, give him a chance to earn some experience. There's some coal over here you can dig up. Here's some coal and iron. Level 3. My storage room is what I should call this, but you know, whatever. Okay, so we'll keep working on expanding it in this direction. The bottom of the stairs there is going to be the input device, and that will then the sorting system will wrap around and then come back this direction. Okay, we're just beyond this wall, and of course at the top here we are there's a piece over here too. right here. There you go. You do that. I'll fill in your hole. Where's my... I'll put cobblestone down the bottom since it's not going to show. And I will put my stone bricks up here. Yeah, I'm putting in stone bricks, not more cobblestone, but thanks. Okay. So you see the far wall over there? That will be, this room will be wide enough for 4 rows of chests and plenty of room in between to walk in between them. Up here's more. Well, I don't know why I'm pointing out the iron to him. It's like my iron, and it's not giving him any experience unless he's taking them out of the furnace, which I don't know if he even knows how to do. Oh well. Maybe you can use the iron. Of course, I'm going to need like 1,000,000 hoppers for my sorting system, so I should be hoarding the iron instead of giving it away. Alright. I've already been through this tunnel on the other side, this cave system. You can see it's lit up down there. So I don't really have to worry about monsters coming in, but I'm going to keep the integrity of this room by putting the floor in here. Or star mine is. Thank you, I guess. Okay, I'm going to have to replace that cobblestone, but that's alright. It's a thought that counts. I could really use a beacon, but I haven't even had time to find a nether fortress yet, and it's really a grind to find enough nether skeleton skulls to summon a wither. And since we haven't been to the end and killed the dragon, I can't use the little end trick to fight the wither easily and kill him, so I'll have to do it underground. But that's okay. Something we discovered on Family Quest is if you fill your cave with a whole lot of chickens, not only does that give the wither something else to shoot at, but oh man, we're doing great for sugarcane. Anyway, not only does it give the wither something else to shoot at instead of you, but also every time he hits a chicken, you get a wither rose. So how sweet is that? Okay, got a bunch of paper here, and now we can make those into books because we got some leather. And put the extra paper away. Let's see. Just keep working it. Okay, so this is tedious work, but it's got to be done. Fortunately, we're on a mushroom island, or I'd have to stop every so often and fight mobs because it's so dark in here, or else keep lighting it up. Alright. Plenty more diorite. I don't know why everybody hates diorite. I mean, I think it makes perfectly good plaster. If you polish it, it looks like linoleum. All kinds of things you can do with it. We'll put those books over there, so if I need one to trade with the villager, or my guest needs one to trade with the villager, I put some books in the chest by the enchanting table, in case you need them to trade for mending, etc. KK, he says. Got to be a good host. You know, there are some biblical scholars that think the reason Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed is that their main transgression was that they were unkind to visitors. So, you know, you don't want the wrath of God raining down on you. That being said, not that I don't trust him, but I feel like I should put my diamonds somewhere else. So I think I'll just come over here to the tree farm. I'll make my way to the exact middle, next to this oak tree. There's 2 trees that way, and 2 trees that way, and 2 trees that way, and 2 trees that way. And we'll just dig down here and place a chest and put my diamonds and emeralds in there. And I don't know why I'm putting my old armor in there, but I don't know. Maybe it's sentimental reasons. Okay. And since there's grass there, nobody will ever know that it's hidden there, unless, you know, they watched this video. I've just been all over the place this episode, not really getting anything done or getting focused. Distracted. Let's get stuff we can throw into our chest down below. And why are you looking at my chest? That's the one where I keep my underwear. Don't look in there. I didn't look in any of his chests when I was at his base. You saw that if you look back at the video where I visited his base, which I believe was the one before last. Or maybe it was the last one. It was the last one. The one entitled Like a Good Neighbor. Okay, let's pick the stuff put away. Yeah, definitely sorting system. I think I might go ahead and put the redstone in and run it to the point that I've got completed so far. And I'm even thinking that rather than trying to sort them by item type, I might just put them in the order that I need to store them away. So, you know, whatever I've got a lot of now will be the next section of the sorting system, which will probably be redstone maybe. I've got quite a bit of red. He's still looking at my drawers and my chests. Okay. Here we are at our animal farm. Oh, there's still bobbing here. Okay. Let's feed some mushrooms. I'm thinking of taking them out and letting some of them run free and clipping the others and making them regular cows and putting them back in here. Because I don't think there are a lot of mushrooms running wild right now. I think we gathered them all up. I got one in my pen there with the sheep. But I don't want to depopulate them. I want to keep a breeding herd, if you will, on hand. Okay. Books are over here. There you go. Maybe that's what he was looking for. Keep our chests burning. Plenty of fuel. Throw that pigman sword in there. You don't get enough return, I don't think, on items that you smelt. Like if you smelt an entire chest plate, you don't get even an ingot, which would only be, what, 1/8 of your iron back? No, you get a nugget, which should be 1/64 of the iron, which is like not much iron back from smelting. Okay. Now he's looking in my chest with my iron and gold that's just been smelted. Maybe fell asleep there. We all remember what Benjamin Franklin said about visitors, right? Visitors are like fish. After 3 days, they start to stink. Yep, wise words from one of our founding fathers. Still need more experience. Tons, he says. The fastest is to dig for nether quartz. Maybe he'll go do that. Don't dig straight down or up, though. Okay, I'm going to keep expanding this room. That's about all the time we have today. So, check back Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays for more episodes of Manacraft and my other series. And as always, keep on Minecrafting.